What do we got here?
It's a World War II Western Electric Beachmaster announcing equipment.
Okay, I thought it was like Eddie Van Halen's first amplifier or something.
I'm coming to the pawn shop today to try to sell my World War II Western Electric Beachmaster announcing equipment. I'd like to sell it because I've had it for a few months now and I'm done playing with it. I'd like to get at least what the parts are worth, about $4,000, but I'd probably go as low as $3,000.
So where did you get it?
It was abandoned in a building in the California desert about 25 years ago. The guy cleaning up the building put it into storage, and I got it off him.
Okay. So tell me everything you know about it.
Well, it was used for amphibious assaults and beach landings. That's why it's called the Beachmaster. And the commander would have given orders from where he was standing to guys coming on the beach. There's an insignia on the side that says 1 AAA. I'm guessing 1st Battalion Armored Anti-Aircraft.
Okay. I can only imagine just how chaotic it was back then. All the troops coming in, wounded soldiers going out. You know, like the military now, everybody's got an earpiece. You can talk to everybody independently. That just wasn't possible back during World War II. Can you imagine the noise on the beach at Normandy? Thousands of tons of equipment, food, supplies that had to be unloaded onto that beach. This is what directed traffic. All right, let's hear it.
All right. Clear the ramp, 30 seconds. Keep the sand out of your weapons. We'll see you men on the beach. You want to try it?
Sure. Everybody get back to work. So how much were you looking to get out of it?
$5,000, and I'm hoping the unit as a whole, complete like this, might be worth a little bit more.
Maybe. You know, it sounds like a travesty, but most of the time, things like this are taken apart for their parts. You know, there's military collectors out there, but they don't pay what the people who want the parts pay. Do you mind if I have someone check this out?
Sure, I don't mind at all.
Okay, let me go give him a call.
All right.
This thing is filled with original parts, and the tubes and speakers are really rare. This could appeal to World War II collectors and audiophiles. They're always looking for old parts. Hey, Roy, what's up?
Not a lot.
This is it.
Oh my gosh. This is the coolest thing I've seen in a while. I specialize in vintage vacuum tube amplifiers, repairing them and making them sound right. They don't make them like this anymore. Western Electric was one of the most famous companies for building all this audio tube gear. They were really the first ones. They would build these units for different purposes, mostly theaters and churches and stuff would have it. In 1960, they were the ones that built all the NASA contract stuff to talk back and forth.
Okay.
The Western Electric Company was one of the first companies to come up with vacuum tubes and amplifiers, and they're usually the best sounding stuff. Seems like it's working. Just that hum's a scary issue.
And there's no other problems with the amplifier.
Yeah.
There's no problems with the tubes. There's no problems with any of the speakers.
Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, most of the time, this kind of audio equipment has a lot of problems with what's called the filter capacitors in the power supply. And they go out and they cause a lot of 60-cycle hum.
Okay.
So, Rick, what else do you need to know about this speaker setup here?
Basically, I need to know what this stuff is worth the way it sits.
There's a lot of really good parts up in this. Transformers, you know, the bandwidth on those is what everybody's looking for. And the tubes are real cool high-end tubes, but it's probably never been serviced. It's probably like a ticking time bomb, some of the capacitors in there. I know they do rupture and explode and leak a bunch of real toxic junk out of them. I think as it sits, maybe about 500.
The output transformer alone is worth more than $500.
It's just sometimes all in its equipment, you know, there's quite a bit of hum. Someone's got to go through, which will be Rick, and pay someone like me to make sure everything is good. And you're talking about a lot of money.
There's a lot of work and a lot of risk.
A lot of work and a lot of risk.
Well, thanks, man. You're the
All right,
best.
Rick.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
I can give you the 500 if you want it right now. And that's cash.
The output transformer alone is worth more than $500. Western Electric made quite a few of these, but there's no complete ones left, maybe 1 or 2. I'd go as low as $3,000.
We're pretty far off from each other. I mean,
Yeah, it looks that way. I'll keep it.
okay.
It's just a labor of love, and it sounded like he just didn't want to go through the work of taking it apart and selling the pieces.
Well, thanks for bringing it in, though, man.
All right.
Sometimes a person brings in an item and it has a lot of different parts, and they add the price of those pieces up, and that's what they want. What they don't understand is there's marketing for each different piece. It's a lot more work, which costs me money. And for some reason, they never take that into consideration.